These three things are a must for Fundays experience. Feel like crap. You got me sick.
I told you not to kiss me, but you did.
It's hard not to.
I know. You said, I really like your bangs. I need it.
That isn't what I said.
Mm-hmm.
I said I need to stick my tongue in your hole.
That's disgusting.
So the Fundays experience is right around the corner. And as you know, we are not going to that event because it's not real Fundays. Remember when we said there was no Fundays? We were right because it's just a Fundays experience.
Whatever that means.
I guess we're gonna find out, Heather. Time to hop on the old Funko roller coaster and see what's next. Now, Funko did show us that there's a new Freddy Funko coming for this event, and I don't know if I give a about it or not.
I have the feeling that's gonna be in like every box.
I had the same feeling, Heather. It did nothing for me. 0 bones out of 5.
You know what's really annoying about that figure is that it mentions convention. It has nothing to do with a convention, which leads me to believe that this was originally somehow supposed to be at San Diego.
So far, everything that we've seen from this Fundays event looks just okay. I know that I'm very excited about the Star-Lords, but that's about it. I mean, we're gonna see more, so there's more to get excited about.
I feel like every year when we see the leaks, they're sort of underwhelming, but then when we see more pops coming out, like when people actually get the boxes in hand, it's very exciting.
Will you blow my nose?
No, only you can do that.
I kind of want you to do it.
I don't know how.
I don't feel good. You just have to blow my nose for me. Just grab a couple nappies, wrap them around my nosy, and tell me to blowy.
No.
So I got to do it on my own?
Why are you so helpless right now? It's a cold.
Because I'm sick, Heather.
It's the tiniest littlest cold.
I'm down with the sick. Ooh,
No.
So, what are the top 3 things that the Fundays experience better offer, or we will fight them in hand-to-hand combat? Well, you're going to find out very soon. Do I sound like an old smoker? Do I sound hotter?
No.
Are you sure?
You sound like you're about to start dripping snot everywhere.
That's because you haven't blown my nose yet. Before we tell you all the 3 things, we want to let you know about our toy company called Mischief Toys. Go to mischieftoys.com and sign up for our newsletter.
There you will find all of the most up-to-date information about all things Mischief Toys. The biggest thing coming very soon is the Coven will open. Next Tuesday, June 24th at 12 p.m. Eastern.
You can become a member of the Coven of Mischief, which allows you to purchase very special Coven of Mischief things on mischieftoys.com, get exclusive figures that are only for Coven of Mischief, and also sometimes get early access to some of our internet-breaking figures and pins and other things.
Additionally, if you run into us at a convention or elsewhere and you have your Coven of Mischief token, whatever that may be, typically it's a coin, you will receive something very, very special. Head over to mischieftoys.com, be on the homepage next Tuesday, June the 24th at 12 p.m. Eastern. We also have a couple of really incredible exclusives coming very, very soon. Follow us on socials at Mischief Toys and sign up for our newsletter at mischieftoys.com.
Also, we're going to have some leftovers from Living Dead Weekend go up on mischieftoys.com very soon. Everything but the figures. Figures can only be purchased at special events like conventions. All right, now that we got our paid sponsorship out of the way, let's talk about Fundays.
Is it really a paid sponsorship if it's our own thing?
Yeah, I've been paying myself. You not paying yourself?
Oh, that's cool.
Sucker! Number 1, prototypes. There was a couple years ago where Funko didn't offer prototypes at Fundays, and a lot of people were pissed. And that's because when you go to Fundays, the number 1 thing that everybody expects is a proto.
They started that trend a very long time ago where every single person who walked into the room received a prototype.
And what is a prototype? As an example, this is a Mischief Toys. This is a prototype of our brand new character Malator. It's the very first sculpt that we see in hand before we put the item in production, and that's the same thing that happens with Funko. So at Fundays, typically people would take home at least 1 prototype, and a lot of the times there will be trades happening and also sales. Prototypes are a huge part of the Funko fan base, So if they do not offer protos at this event, that could lead into some very big issues.
I personally think that they will offer prototypes, but I don't think that they will be for everybody because they seem to have sold a ton of tickets.
So if you're going to this event, you may or may not get a prototype, but as Heather said, they sold so many tickets it possibly won't happen for everybody.
Although they do have a ton of different sculpts, so you might see prototypes for walking in the door. I don't know.
And if Funko decides to do prototypes, Funko, they better be good. I don't want to see any garbage out there.
Is there a reason you're putting that on your sick face?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just scratching my face with it. I'm scratching my mustache. He's got a nice little fingertip.
Chris, you are sick. You're getting the germs all over him.
It's mine. It doesn't matter. Prototypes better not be stupid. They better not be Friends characters. That show sucks.
You're gonna get so many people worked up. A lot of people like Friends.
You know what I say to them?
What? That is a good thing.
Number 2. Super duper limited Funko Pops. Now, as we know, Funko has moved on to something called limited edition. And as we mentioned in previous videos, we think there's a very good possibility that there's going to be a golden Indiana Jones Freddy Funko and then regular Indiana Jones Freddy Funkos. And I'm thinking that this whole Find the Grail, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Anyway, search for the Grail or dig
Quest
for the Grail,
for the Grail.
Quest for the Grail, that'll be finding that one of one gold Indiana Jones.
I don't know if it will be a one of one.
Now, what I'm saying is that would be epic.
It would be, but I think that the aesthetic they're going for is like the golden idol, so it would make sense to be like a 100 or 250 sort of piece.
I'm thinking like a Hopper. Remember Gold Hopper?
That was a 40 piece, I think.
Which is a super low limited piece. So if it weren't one, making it 40 would be absolutely incredible because we don't see super limited pieces like that often, and it being a gold piece that is a Freddy Funko as Indiana Jones would make way more sense than a golden hopper. Explain the golden hopper. That's what I want to know. Whose idea was that? That was a weird idea. 40 pieces of golden hopper.
Well, maybe he has a golden like gold member, but they just decided to make it symbolic because you can't really have a on a Funko Pop.
What has gotten into you?
What?
Super limited pieces would make this event very extravagant. People walking in and getting their boxes, of course you're going to want like low count pieces, like, I don't know, 100 counts or 250 counts, 500 counts, but it would be nice to see super limited pieces. But I think that there are going to be games and things in order to get the super limited pieces. And I'm excited to see what they end up doing in order to get the super limited items.
What if they do dodgeball?
Dodgeball would be great, but I think it'd be kind of weird inside the Hollywood store. Probably have a couple injuries, probably a couple lawsuits. I don't think we want that. You have any other good ideas?
I actually do think I want that.
On top of that, in our number 2, we do want super limited pieces, but also we want very awesome pieces. I want there to be pieces that wow me, like the Optimus Prime Freddy Funko Black Light Edition.
Yeah, that was very cool.
I love that piece. That was fantastic. And how about the metallic one?
Yeah.
And how about the regular one?
Okay, that's a little bit
As you can tell, I love Optimus Prime.
Yes, he does. But I feel like the regular and the metallic weren't necessarily needed. Like, I think one or the other would have been cool, although I understand why they did it. But I feel almost like they're the two Pinocchio pieces that we've seen so far, just a little bit cooler. But I guess my comparison is that they're just like a slightly different color, where like the regular metallic is just like one has a metallic paint and one doesn't.
I've changed my mind. I might just blow my nose on your shirt. How dare you say something like that?
I'm just letting you know.
Optimus Prime Freddy is better than anything that you've ever said on this channel ever.
That's a lie.
It's not.
Okay.
Tell me one thing that's better. You can't. Look at you. Trying.
I have done so many great dance moves, there is no comparison.
You showed your butt once. Get over yourself. If I showed my butt, we'd have 1 million subscribers.
Good, do it. Dare ya.
No.
We're gonna lose
I
subscribers.
respect my body.
We're gonna go
never
down.
do anything like that.
We're gonna go down to 2 subscribers. One's gonna be me and one's gonna be you.
Number 3, experience. We would love to see fun experiences that would allow you to obtain lower piece count figures. I think that'd be a great idea. Now, I don't know if you remember, but they used to do like the corn contest where you had to eat the can of corn.
You had to chug it, yeah.
To chug the can of corn. Let's bring some of that stuff back, but will they? It's at Hollywood.
I don't think so.
It's at the Funko Hollywood store. So I have no idea how much they can do there, especially with the amount of tickets that are being sold. And frankly, that's what gets me most concerned about this event, because you have a lot of people that are going and there's only so much that you can do in the Funko Hollywood store. Now, I've never been there, but I've heard that it's pretty big. But does that mean it'll be big enough for all these loads of people? And a lot of people have been coming out and saying, well, being at Hollywood is going to be great, and it's not going to be just walk through the front door and walk out the back door with my new figures and that's it in a 15-30 minute thing. But I think there's going to be a limit on how many people can be in the room. There's going to be some system in there where they bring you in. If you remember at Rocky Moto when we went to New York, they had a certain amount of people that could come in and then they had to bring them out, and then they would bring in like waves.
Yeah, fire codes and all that.
So I'm thinking that's what'll happen at this event.
Yeah.
That is going to limit this event. It's going to limit everything that happens at the event, which is why Heather and I mentioned way back when that Fundays was not coming back, because this is not the real Fundays. This is something else. This is called the Fundays Experience. That's why they called it the Experience. They didn't say Funko Fundays 2025 at San Diego Comic-Con or Funko Fundays 2025 not at San Diego Comic-Con. They're saying Funko Fundays Experience 2025. It's different.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious.
They had to put a different word on there because they don't want people to come in there and say, this isn't Funko Fundays. And then they go, you're right. It's Funko Fundays Experience, mother.
Well, they're not going to say that.
But experience is everything. And I like that they included that word on the Funko Fundays Experience logo.
I don't like that they're still sticking with the Funko Fundays name. I think it's dumb. I think it's cheesy.
I believe that they should have changed the name too. But the fact that they kept it and they're keeping the Box of Fun name, whatever, we've talked about how they should have gotten rid of that a long time ago because Funmaker Mike isn't there anymore, but it's there, and that's what they're using.
It's stupid.
So the fact that they're using the word experience is interesting. You done?
No.
The fact that they're using
Dumb.
The fact that they're using the word experience is interesting.
Idiotic.
It's interesting because that is the word that we use here all the time. And I'm not saying they stole that from us, but they probably did. It's just cool and interesting that they are using that word, because that just tells me they want to give you an experience and for it not just be some Code Funko Hollywood day. I have my concerns about this. I'm not feeling good about it. I'm a little concernicus.
Well, you're also not feeling good in general.
I am feeling like crap. You got them tissues?
Nope.
You gonna blow this nose up or what?
Nope.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to take the little tissue.
Chris, you need to stop.
Put it up to my nose, and I want you to go blow like a baby would.
You're literally breathing your germs on me. I'd appreciate if you would just talk to the camera because I have
my germs on it.
Can you turn your face? Because I shouldn't even be in here with you right now.
Why not?
Because you're sick.
You got me sick.
Okay, I don't want it again.
You're not going to get it again. You've already been bitten by the bug. Now I've been bitten by the bug. And it's a bigger bug that ever bit you. Your bug sucks.
Shouldn't have kissed me.
It was worth every second.
It was literally like a second.
No, it wasn't. I had my tongue in there a long time. You know, well, go ahead. You want to act like you lie?
We don't need to describe that.
My tongue lived in her mouth for at least 10 minutes.
It was not 10 minutes.
It was a long time. It was slithering around in there. You ever see underwater where it's one of those eels inside the rocks and it kind of comes out?
Chris.
That was my tongue inside your mouth.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Way too much.
It lived in there.
Okay.
My tongue was so deep it came out of her ear.
Chris!
Those are the 3 things that we need from this Fundays experience. We want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you have high hopes, low hopes, no hopes at all? What are your hopes? Do you have hopes? Do you have dreams? What are your hopes and dreams? Let us know that in the comment section down below too.
I had a really weird dream the other night. Like I was like half awake and half asleep. And I kept hearing you or somebody entering the code on our door to get in our house. But I kept hearing it and I was really scared, but I wasn't scared enough to wake up and like go and check it out. I was too tired. I was like, you know what? If someone comes in and they murder me, at least I got a little extra sleep.
You ever have sleep paralysis?
That's what I had, I think.
Mine was scary. I couldn't get up. I couldn't move.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
It was like a lot?
Mm-hmm.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's really scary. I get it a lot.
Last night you were talking in your sleep.
Was I? What did I say?
Well, you didn't really say anything. You just made noises. You went,
okay.
That's what you, no, really, that's what you did. And I was like, I was sick. I wasn't feeling good. I was like, what is she doing over there? It's like making my night even worse. Then your big hairy leg came over at one point. It's fucked up.
My leg isn't big and hairy.
I'm telling you, it's on there. You're like a little cactus. Get out of here. What's your cactus?
Feel
Cactus
it.
legs. No, get your cactus legs out of here.
Cactus?
Yeah, cactus. Do you have a sleep paralysis demon? Let us know in the comment section down below. Is it a leg with a lot of hair on it? Let us know that too.
In every video, we like to shout out to our amazing patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Betty Orris on Wednesday, Tasha White Barnes, Greg Malley, Nelson Shaner, Amy Richmond, Denver Bow, Adam Rubin, Brian Spears, Veronica Knotts, and Harley Mock. Thank you all so much for being patrons. We appreciate each and every one of you. And if you'd like to learn more about being a Gastlecast patron, you can go over to patreon.com/Gastlecast, where you can learn all about the perks that we offer. Our next Google Meet call with our patrons will happen next Saturday, June the 28th, at 9 p.m. Eastern, but at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will start the call and have what we like to call our little cocktail hour where you can chat with other patrons. See you then. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the little bell. When you hit the little bell, it notifies you every single time we post a new video or go live, and we want your day to be awesome. So make sure you hit that little bell so that we can make your day awesome.
Just want to hold it once.
No!
Seriously? I gotta do this on my own?
Yeah, you do.
You know, this is a team effort thing.
Why is it a team effort?
Because it deserves a team. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.